Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets Tel Aviv. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
For the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Wentz. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 82, right there. 54, right there. 54 mile. Let's go one more. Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion.
The 40-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
16-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown. The Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing his Wentz. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
And 4.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them get running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays right after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Now back to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Rager. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, good shit. Watching you fire.
Touchdown, defense. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Zach Bourne.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
At the 42-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Wentz now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 45, Mike, 45.
Here, shit.
45, Mike, 45.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
7 yards. It's third down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Rings up.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
For the Saints.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this returnable for Rager. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for New Orleans.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. He'll fire deep for Rager. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55, Mike 52. Eat.
Again, it's Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And McCoy loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Gun now on third down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Now he's forced out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
31-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Number 20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Let's go, defense.
Wentz, he's going to try and keep this. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Done. 180.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check this out. Check my 45. Watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 57 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have wiggled out of traffic and taken to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Funches there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wentz now on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Bring it the second string.
20, 10.
I'm only gonna be out
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, 89 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
For the point after.
None of that.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Complete.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards.
And the Saints first down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
New Orleans.
Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick, and the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Wentz to throw. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to go up top again. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came